Hello, this is Matt Sorensen with Midland GIS. This demonstration will be focusing on the cut line and merge line functionality that is built into our WebGIS platform. So this example will be looking at cutting a existing water line or water main. This could be, maybe there's a water main break and we have to replace a segment of that existing line, or it could be a creek crossing, or going across a major road or what have you, and you're just wanting to take an existing line, cut it and replace it with a different material or diameter of water main. So let's just take a look at this water main segment here. I just clicked on the identify just to identify it so we can kind of take a look at the attributes of it. It's a 6-inch diameter C900 water main. So what I want to do is actually take this line and cut it here and here, because we're going to replace a segment of that line, let's say with a 8-inch ductile iron pipe. So to do that, the first thing you're going to do is just simply, we have it identified, and obviously we want to make sure we're on the edit water main layer, and right here these 3 dots is your feature actions drop down. So if I click on that, you're going to see now where we have a cut feature option. So just simply click on the cut feature, and then it basically just says cut the selected feature. Kind of gives you some tells you how to kind of go through that process, but really all you need to do is just click once at the location that you're going to want to cut that line. You can see that black cut line there, and if you just double click, I now have 2 segments, and then it will say pick the master feature. Let's go ahead and pick that main. It's going to keep all the attributes intact for that. Click OK, and now it says changes successfully saved, so now we have 2 segments of that line. Of course the attributes are the same for those. Now I want to go ahead and take a look at, that's the next line I want to cut. So I'm going to go to that line, do the same thing, feature actions, click on that, click cut feature, and then draw my cut line approximately where I want to cut that water main. Double click to finish the cut. Now we have 2 segments there. So here's the main. Now I want to actually change the attributes of that segment. So I'll go ahead and click that, click OK, and then I'm just hovering over with my mouse on each of this. Now I've cut this water main into 3 segments. So I'll go to that water main here. We have that selected, and here's where we can actually click on our panel action menu at this point right here. It gives us the drop down. I can edit that feature. It opens up the attributes for me to populate, so I'm going to go ahead and change that to an 8-inch, and there's the material, and we'll change that to a ductile iron, and scroll to the bottom and click save. It's applying the edits. So now if we close all out of this, we have 3 line segments. I've cut that line 2 locations, and I can take a look at that. So now we have an 8-inch ductile iron there. We still have our 6-inch C900 pipe there, so it's kept all the attributes intact for that. And then that other segment is still 6-inch C900. And close out of that. Okay, so it's pretty basic. Just to be able to cut the line, you just have to identify that feature, and then go through and cut your line exactly where you want, and then reassign the attributes that you're wanting for that new line that you've created. Now I'm going to just pan up here a little ways and show you the merge line functionality. So right here we have a crossing around a road, across a road here, and if I identify those water mains there, you can see we have several different segments that have been mapped into the GIS. Now, at this point, all I have to do is simply identify the lines that I'm wanting to merge together. And you can see it has 4 segments. That's what that in parentheses right there. And I can click on the results action for that water main, since I have all 4 of them identified. And here's where I can actually click on the union features functionality. And then here's where it's kind of important to pick the master feature. I think all of these are the exact same diameter and material. So I can just pick on this one here, click OK. It applies the edits, and now we have one. It connects all of those lines together, and as you can see here, it's a 6-inch C900. It's all the same diameter and material for that line. They just for some reason or another they were just segmented out, but I can select them all and then union them or merge them all together into one line within the GIS database. So that wraps up the demonstration on the cut and merge line. Thank you.